All right. Hello. 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 Hopefully everyone can hear me. Welcome to Clumsy Clairvoyance. If this is your first time here, welcome. If it's not your first time here, welcome back. Hold on, y'all. I need a throat lounger. My my voice is going. My voice box is going. But yes, welcome. If this is your first time here, welcome. If it's not your first time here, welcome back. I appreciate you either way. This is tarot class. I am only an hour late. My sincere apologies. I literally laid down for a nap, opened my eyes, I was like, what time is it? I was running around trying to see what time it is. I was like, F, dropping F bombs everywhere when I saw what time it was. It's like, I'm late. I missed me and our well, yeah, me and Misfit had a lesson today that I freaking slept through. Hopefully Misfit doesn't fire me as his tarot teacher. So I'm a hot mess today. I blame the alarm in my coffin. It obviously didn't go off. So, I already talked to Mel about it. But anyway, yes, thank you for being here. Please make sure to like the video. I would appreciate that. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe as well. All right, so let me grab a throat lounger since clearly Ursula took my voice while I was sleeping. And BRB, so I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Really, Mel? Tomato, Mel. Come on. Tomato. Rabbit says, I'm a big mess today, so I understand. Rabbit, are you really, though? I feel like you're pretty perfect, so. But if you are, cheers to you. Cheers to us hot messes today. Clap, clap, clap. Oh, Mel. Calm your jets, Mel. Mel thinks it's the Midnight Crew. Oh, I love it. Arf, arf, arf. Yes, I do need a replacement alarm in the coffin. Clearly, we've established this. I know I like rabbit too. What did I do? We forgot to before bed. I did. To wind my pocket watch before I went to bed. I sure did. Mel put it on the list though that for sure. New alarm in the coffin. Oh, pass. Open the bar too. So any of your beverage needs, you can go to pass. Make sure you thank your virtual bartender for his dedication. Pass. I'll take a pickleback. You must have needed it. Yeah, I guess so. It happens. It'll catch up with me every now and then. But I was so mad at myself. I'm like, gosh dang it. Well, bleep, bleep. I was dropping bombs. Hey, Dictionary Diva. How are you, lovey? I didn't see you sneak in here, Diva. Where'd you go? And Debbie, good to see you. Yes, let me say hello to everyone and then we'll start. Diva. Okay, Brazy said, bad, clumsy, report to my office before you go home after class. Where's your office at? Why is it around these parts? Okay, Joe Hagen, bringing me an apple. That was delicious. Thank you. Rabbit being sweet to me, even though I was late. Mel clapping at me, even though I was late. And Debbie, my sister from another mister. Debbie, I miss seeing you around. I'm glad you still pop in here on Saturdays. It makes me happy. And they call me Rose, you guys. So this is, I'm almost positive they call me Rose. Is this your first time here? I'm almost positive it is. Welcome. Make sure you, show her lots of love. Throw stuff at her. Only stuff she likes. Pass, thank you for opening the bar. Okay, keep crazy. We already talked. Rabbit. Okay, who else? Mel. Oh, Maddie. We were a mess without you last night, Maddie. I pretended like we were fine without Maddie last night. I was like, we're fine. We're good, Mel. You're doing a great job. And Mel was doing a great job. She always does. But it came a time when the chat broke StreamYard, and she's like, Clumsy, we need Maddie. I was like, I know. So hilarious. That's why you guys have to sub up, because you never know what happens in the middle of the night. Lots of stuff. But yes, Maddie, you were definitely missed last night. But we did make it out alive, so I think you're okay. I don't believe you're late. I don't believe it either. Shockingly, I know this never ever has happened. Not a one. Jiraiya is such a lovey. Jiraiya's the one who clipped my my incident from last night. Oh, Jiraiya, you're a lovey. Misfit probably ran. I'm sure he's at work. RA, again, so good to see you. Appreciate you. It's been a week or two, I think, at least, since I've seen you. All right. I'm loving the giving the apple to teacher. I mean, if you want to know who's getting all A's. They call me Rose is the bestest people. Oh, yes, they call me Rose is a sweetie. I love her. Oh, I'll take you, Rabbit. Okay, so what's great though, let's say this. We're gonna look on the plus side. Huh? What happens in Tarot Tent stays in the Tarot Tent, then it travels to Mr. Malloy's after party. Oh, that reminds me. I'm at home. I can break out my cards. Oh, you're at home actually? This is a rare occasion, Mel. You're usually always shopping today. That's really rare. Okay, so you go ahead and bust out your tarot card. So, like I said, Frog was there. I think. Was it Frog there last night for my speaking? I guess it'd be a speaking typo. Yeah, Mad Max went out. How rude! Who's rude? Mad Max? How rude! I can match your probably talk with Frog. I feel hidden brothers. Yeah, I don't. When I go into Cool Frogs, I try to keep my bark to a minimum, but once I start barking in there, they get all like, oh, bark, 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 bark. I'm like, oh, okay. So then I'll start barking back just a little bit. But I do try to refrain barking too much during the politics. Caitlin, welcome, lovey. How are you? Good to see you, my dear. Yeah, he has to rewind to catch the IRL typo. That's right. I was hilarious. It was great. First thing is for shots all around the house. Oh, look, Pass is handing out shots. Make sure to tip your virtual bartender. Yes, thank you, Past. You're a lovey. We appreciate you. Okay, so what is good about today, though, is I will give myself a little pat on the back. Don't mind if I do. Today is, so it's open-ended questions today. So this is an Ask Me Anything tarot stream. So, like, normally you'll see me up here with the slides, and we're going through, each type of card or certain type of cards, symbolism, etc. But today, you guys get to ask me anything you want about tarot or divination in general. and I will answer your question. Hold on. So, if you have, go ahead and reflect if you have any questions. Hold on. Oh gosh. Oh man, my messages. I really was late. Even Rabbit messaged me. I was so late. Ugh, I feel so bad. Thank you, Rabbit. But yes, so go ahead. Any questions you have, it doesn't have to be specifically about tarot, but it can be tarot related or about divination or really anything within reason. I'll pretty much anything within reason, Cape Brazy. I see you right there. I will answer. So go ahead, start throwing your questions at me. And I actually have an exercise I want us to do together, but I'm going to hold off on that. I want to do a few questions first, and then I will get to this like fun little exercise I had planned. Aww, look at you. How was your day? That's a good one. I just started my day. I just woke up. So yet to be determined, but I woke up, so I'd say we're ahead of the game. Okay, guys, hold up. Hey, Farquay, it's so good to see you. Welcome, welcome. So we usually have a class after this, but because of my tardiness, let this be a lesson to you, boys and girls. Me and Moose are probably scheduling the AI tarot for tomorrow. I'm thinking, but I will let you know. I think that's what we're going to do. I think it's going to be sometime tomorrow. Don't ask me what time yet, though. I'm so naughty. I really do deserve to be punished. I can't believe how late it. Well, actually, it wasn't that late, but I'm just so mad that I didn't set an alarm. Okay, so moving on. I'll stop yelling at myself. Okay, if you know the backstory, does it influence the cards? So, backstory of, I'm going to ask for specifics here, Rabbit. Backstory of, like, the question the person is asking, or backstory of the cards, like, of the person. Let me know what you mean by this, Caleb. I'm going to read this out of order, but it's a really good question, actually. They call me Rose. This is a great question. So, I hardly know anything, but I believe each card can have a few meanings. Exactly. Does something pull you more towards one interpretation? Yes, of course it does. So there's a few different things here. Not only can a card have, multiple interpretations, but also there's all different things to consider. Consider the question. Consider if you're only pulling one card, or if there's surrounding cards around it, or if you're using a spread. Also, there is the flow of the read. How is it reading to you? Meaning, what's connected to who's connected to what. Also, there is what I call the intuitional reading of the card. Okay, meaning, how do I feel when I see this card? How does it read in the story? If perhaps it's with other cards as well in a spread. Okay, that all influences. And one thing that because I do offer tarot lessons. Me and Misfit were on 8th or 9th class, I think. But anyway, our lesson. And one thing that I've been saying is, you know, I keep telling them, you need to trust your intuition, because I might ask a question. And what I want is, I want the answer that comes to you right away, right? I don't want you to second guess it. I don't want you to think about it. I want you to tell me what's coming to you at that exact moment. Don't worry about being right, being wrong, because this, I feel like, really gives you the best interpretation and read of the card, because you're not second guessing your intuition. And intuition is something that not necessarily can be taught, but because everybody has it no matter what, right? But what I'm trying to do is teach others to trust that intuition during a read too, because I believe that only knowing the cards is only half of the reading. Does that make sense? The other half is you and how you're reading it and how the story unfolds and the intuitional hits that you receive during the reading. So, but very, very, very good question. I appreciate it. And let me go back up. I did pull that one out of order. Okay, what card originally had the fourth archangel on it? So I'm trying to think offhand which one it was, but I will tell you this, Uriah. If you go in, I have a playlist in on my channel, and you go to the one that says tarot classes. Go to the one that I did on Easter about religion and the tarot. I think I have the answer to that question in that video, and I just can't remember off the top of my head. But I really went down a rabbit hole for that live, and I learned so much more about the tarot than I even knew, which is fantastic. I loved it. Barkway, how are you, lovey? I haven't seen you in a while. Very good to see you. Okay, Brazy, what's the origin of tarot? Where's the purpose for it? Where did someone just come up with it? It started off as a game, as a card game. The origin of tarot, though, is highly, highly debated. People have all different types of arguments as to where the actual origins of it started. We do know that around the 15th century, Italy is where we know that the tarot as we know today to have gotten its roots from. So what we can say definitively is 15th century Italy is where we have the most established roots for tarot. However, there's roots of origins of tarot all the way back in forever ago China. So, like I said, it is widely debated. But if you want a solid, okay, at least I know it goes back this far, I'd say 15th century Italy. Hence why so much religious, there's so much religious influence on the tarot, and especially within the tarot at the time. Yes. Reasons for the question. Okay. So does it influence the reading? No. It should never. It's not going to influence your reading. It might influence your input on the reading. For instance, if I know you just had surgery and I see a card of recovery, that's going to make more sense to me. Do you know what I mean? That's going to be more relatable. I'm going to understand why I see this card for recovery for you. Whereas if I did it, I might say there's some type of recovery I feel like it's going on. And sometimes it could be, a little bit difficult to determine whether that's physical or maybe it's mental, emotional, etc. But that's where the communication with who you're reading takes flight. Because, as a tarot reader, you do have clients that come in that are they're cold reads. They don't want to tell you nothing. They don't want to give you nothing. They just want you to give them your basic, 1, 2, 3 of the reading, and then they just want to up and leave. And then later on, they tell you how accurate you are or inaccurate. But yes, it's what I'd say is it doesn't influence the interpretation necessarily, but it does influence possibly the amount of feedback that's given. But if you have someone that's openly talking to you during the reading, it should be similar. All right. Hold on. I'm still going through these. Mimsy, welcome. Just me, welcome. Yes, but guess what? If you're badass, you can beat tarot with a poker deck. Boom. Yes, you can. Not that I'm tarot flexing or anything on anyone. Okay, hold on. I'm coming back up. Okay, so what is the best set of cards to start with? Or is it an individual thing? Okay, so if you are learning tarot, no matter what, you should be starting with, even though I did it, an RWS standard tarot deck. That's it. You just want your standard 78 cards. Because if you have less, if you have more, you want the basics of tarot, right? And the basics of tarot is the RWS tarot. The 78 cards, the 22 majors, the 56 minors. That's what you want to start with. So, for instance, hold on, turn on my camera for a second. See, so this is your standard tarot. RWS style. They might look like slightly different, like as far as the borders go and stuff like that. However, you're going to get the same 78 cards. The backs of these look different, of course, because I got one with the design on it. But you want to start with your RWS standard tarot deck because that is what's widely used. So that's a good question. But as far as like how big it is, the look of it, or your backs, that's up to you. But I would not go non-traditional, even though, like I said, I did do it. You can though. Don't get me wrong. There's no rule that says you have to learn on the standard deck, but I highly recommend learning learning on the standard deck. That way you get the basics. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. You're welcome. Good questions, y'all. So just me. This is not. I'm not. This is tarot class, not the readings. But since you're here, I'm gonna do this reading for you. Okay. All right, sisters and guys, please feel free for just me. Oh, I have my papers out here too. Hold, please. Let me move this way. You remember our topic last night, Mel? I was all busted out about how to be a rubbologist and all that. All right, let's get some squeezy. All right, just me. Guys, just me driving before October of 2023. Is this more or less second? I'd say yes. So there you go, lovey. And just me. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000. Boop boop. A rabbit hole was rabbit there. She could have been. Yes, it is. It's interesting for sure. They call me Rose. Aw, Minzy, you're so sweet. Thank you for that. And thank you for my 2 love. I appreciate you. Yes, so, and then you know how, so the standard tarot 78 cards, of course, right? And then the first 22, those are the majors. The very first card of the card, or the very first card of the tarot is card 0. 0, 0, which starts out with the Fool. So traditionally, this card right here, hold on, I wonder if I have my, I'm like sucking hard on this still, oxygen. Sorry, my throat was like super dry when I finally freaking woke up. When I finally arisen from my coffin. But okay, so there we go. I found my easel. You guys see the number 0 on top? Ah. Yes, no. Hold on. Yes. Okay. So let's run this way. You can see now. So originally in the card game, the Fool was one of those cards that can travel anyway. It was kind of, or anywhere in the game. And so some of the basics of the card game were focused on are related to the Fool being able to travel to any of the other, I guess places in the story or within the deck and beat any of the other majors. But some of the origin story talks about how the Fool encounters each one of the other major arcanas and learns a lesson from them. So it's really interesting. There's a lot of cool stuff, but the Fool's also related to the Joker. So makes sense, right? Vicky T, hello, lovey dovey. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, hold on. I need to reschedule this. Hold on, guys. Let's just remember that. So we're gonna have our AI class tomorrow. See what happens when you're late, folks. My stuff got all funky. Let this be a lesson. But no, hold on. Hold, please. I'll be right back. I'm gonna reschedule the AI class. So Vicky T, good to see you, lovey. What did I miss up here? What did I miss? Hold up. I'm frozen. Okay, never mind. Off to work. If you like driving, stream sub to Mel. Very true. Sub to Mel. Please, thank you. Thank you, Clumsy. You're welcome. Yeah, have a good day. Hopefully it's it's not different than yesterday, right? Doesn't matter if my son bought me that packet for a gift. No, it doesn't matter. That's an old stupid wise tale. And it's not even really like it doesn't even have origins to it. The whole you have to like you have to be gifted your first tarot deck. It's nonsense. So don't worry about that. But I will say this, a good practice that you should always do. I always have like one rule whenever you get a deck. Number one rule is you always cleanse and clear a deck before you begin to use it. And you could do that a million different ways. You could sage it. You could use an incense. You could use salt. You could put it underneath the full moon overnight. And if you have nothing, you can literally just get really close to the deck and start clapping really loud. Anything that kind of just changes the energy and the vibration around the cards. So, but that is my number one thing is just make sure that you clear or cleanse the deck before you start using it. I don't think he's going to sleep. Well, he might go to sleep at work. Oh, thank you. You're awesome. I appreciate that. Whoop, whoop. Clumsy, if you could start over, is there anything you would change on how you started learning tarot or anything you would tell yourself that's just starting? I like that. I think everyone's kind of, however they come to learn tarot is their story, and I think it's everyone. It's special and unique to each person. What I would say though is, for someone just learning, is don't overthink your readings. Don't overthink what you're seeing, but also don't stress out about having to know every single little thing about the card, because that's where your intuition is going to pick up. Is if you're listening to your intuition, you don't have to know every single thing about a card. You could sometimes even be a little inaccurate. That's fine, but don't harp on the meanings too much. It's in regards to the standard meaning. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably my advice. Don't overanalyze the meaning of the card, because, like I said, this knowing the basics. It is important to know the basic meanings of the card. So get me wrong, and that is very important. However, that's only like half the story. The rest is your intuition. It's your read. There's other factors that go in. So I would say don't overstress about having to know the cards by hand or know every single meaning. And also another thing I would suggest is do not start off with reversals. Let yourself learn the tarot without them first. And then as you become more comfortable reading tarot, then if you decide you want to start reading with reversals, then I would. But you guys know I read reversals. They don't bother me at all. But there's actually a lot of readers who don't read reversals at all, which is fine. I think it's kind of a preference. But I'd say when you're first learning, you need to learn the basics first before you can even begin to kind of dive into the reversals. Very good question. Thank you, Kimberly. Can you overuse tarot? Yes, you totally can. 100%. 100%. Just like everything else, you could overuse it. And I use it every day. However, hold on, I think I gotta sneeze. What I mean is when I think it's it's very obvious like everything else, right? So if someone comes to me, or if I ask the tarot for a question for like almost every single thing in my life, like I gotta ask my tarot cards. I gotta ask my tarot cards what they think, or I gotta ask the tarot. I gotta ask the tarot. That to me is a little bit of an overuse. I'd say that some people may be a little bit different in how they interpret, what quote unquote an overuse might be, or maybe consulting on the cards too much. But with everything in life, it's a balance, right? And the tarot is meant to give, I tell people it's a window. It's not your answers to every single thing in life. It's your window. It's your window to see things from a different view, for seeing things that could be coming your way, seeing things that are in your peripheral and behind you that are affecting perhaps your current circumstances. So it's not all about seeing the future. That's a common misconception, that it's all about, reading the future. While it is can be predictive in nature, it's not meant to tell you this is what's gonna happen. It can give you an idea, it can give you a glance, but you still have your own, everybody has their own individual power, capacities to make their own choices to determine, what does and doesn't happen in their life. So hopefully that wasn't too long-winded for you. Ricola, throat lozenger. I'm never going to call it anything else because Mr. Lloyd's always making fun of me because I call it a lozenger. He says that that's not a word. I'm like, it is a word. It's like, it's not a word, Clumsy. I'm like, it is a word. Throat lozenger. It's like a cough drop, but for some reason he thinks, every time I say lozenger, he thinks it's the funniest thing in the world. Like I literally made it up. Vampires are in tarot during the day. Just FYI, Clumsy. Oh, okay, gotcha. Are there in torpor? Oh, I thought it was a tarot, but okay, I gotcha. The movie The Cabin in the Woods, the Fool is the most important character. Yes. There's much to say about the Fool. Oh, yeah, totally. Totally, Jiraiya. There's a lot of religious influences of tarot as well, especially Catholicism, like the Judaism / Christianity, Catholicism. Oh, please. That's a good question. Even now, I don't say I consider myself like a clairvoyant, right? My name's Claire, I'm Clumsy Clairvoyant, so right, go figure. But no, what I'd say is, this is kind of a long story. But I noticed that I guess I saw things differently. I started to see things that perhaps were different than other people. When I was younger, I used to scry a lot. Now, I don't know if most of you know what scrying is, but to put it simply, scrying can be done in a mirror. It can be done with water, fire. I've always done mine with with a flame. So as a kid, I remember, going to bonfires with like my parents, or even like my mom. She always had candles around, and I would spend hours staring at the flame, and I would start to see things as I would watch the flame. And that was kind of, I guess, maybe my first inclination that I was seeing things a little bit more than others were. And that's a form of scrying, which has its own kind of section of divination. I'm actually doing a class on scrying, or I don't know if I call it a class, but I'm doing an exercise on scrying in 2 weeks. But I guess that would be connected to like that question though, like realizing that maybe I was seeing things a little bit further than others. However, I think that everybody has some type of, whether it's clairvoyance, clairaudience, there's different classifications. Sometimes people hear things better than others. Sometimes people have a natural knowing, right? It's all intuitional. Everybody has it. It's just a matter of listening to it or being attuned to it and being open to it and strengthening that muscle. You're welcome. Clap, clap, clap the deck before you use it. Yep, I know. Well, I knock on my deck. When so often someone asked me the other day, oh actually, did someone ask me or not? Maybe I just like elicited it, or they elicited it, but because oftentimes you'll see me do this. You guys always hear me knocking on the deck, especially in between readings. That's to clear the energy between questions. Just so y'all know. There's no peaches on my deck, though. I don't think. Is there any peaches in here? Yeah, wrong cheekies. Wrong cheekies. So hold on. I'll tell you what reversals are. Mimsy. So this is upright. If I pulled the card this way, that's a reversal. That means it's showing up in reverse. That's all. Bless you. Thank you, lovey. Thank you, lovey. How does using and not using reversals affect the reading? Well, honestly, it depends on the question, and it also depends on the reader. For instance, remember I was telling you, people, when you're first learning, you shouldn't use reversals, because if you really get down to the nooks and cranny of tarot has built in the meanings of a reversal without it even the card having to be in reverse. For example, let's say I have the Two of Cups, okay, which is all about connecting to another person, yin and yang, duality, relationships with others, whether it's a lover or, let's say, a best friend, sometimes even a business partnership. This I built into that, or into the, the basic meanings of, let's say, the Two of Cups, is also the possibility that maybe someone is, let's say, refraining from a relationship, or doesn't want to go into a relationship, or has, let's say, like fear of commitment or something like that. So at the essence of each card, you could say there is kind of like this built-in, it could go either way type of mentality, or more of a vibe with the card. That's why you'll hear a lot of traditionalists of tarot, they'll tell you, no card is all one card is never all good or all bad. And that is the key, to know that. But also, I think that other cards that are surrounding it, the question being asked, all that is, it's the read, it's the flow. And you never know until you read. Do you hear what I'm saying? So if you're sitting there going, I don't know if I should read it this way or that way because it's reversed, then don't read the reversal. However, if you need, let's say you need a little bit more input, like, hey, is this a love interest by chance? And you're asking, the person you're reading for. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with getting feedback in order to know what you're picking up on is correct. Knowing that your intuition is accurately picking up on what you're receiving. It's actually really important. Thanks, Soraya. You're lovely. Hold on. Oh, wait. Are we asking questions about tarot, or are you doing tarot? Huh? Oh, hold on. If you have a tarot question, go ahead and ask me. Got to go. We'll watch replay. Okay, love you. Rick's Clicks, how are you? It's been a hot minute. Actually, you came in the other day. How are you feeling, bud? Hopefully you're doing well. Okay, Breezy, why are you always flexing on folk? I love it. It's hilarious. You're out of the hospital? Yay, that's so awesome to hear, Rick. I'm so happy. Good for you. Okay, cool. I'll check out in a couple weeks. Been open to it and developing. Yes, okay, you're welcome, lovey. What's your question, Rick? I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now. If you guys do have any questions, go ahead and throw them in the chat. I do not mind doing a few readings right now. No, I haven't, Misfit. That's a good question, though. Because I always cleanse my tarot decks. Dun, dun, dun. I always clear them or cleanse them. But yeah, super cool avatar, Misfit. I was wondering how my next couple of months are going to be with my entire life. Basically, you just want it summed up. Let's get a feel of let's just ask for a feel like the next 2 months, 2-3 months, see how it's going. Alright, so spirit angels, we guys. Perfect play. How are things looking for the next few months? Perfect. As far as your daily life. Okay, anything else? I know we missed you too, Rick. Glad that you're feeling better and that you're out the hospital. All right, anything else for Rick? So the Page of Cups and the Queen of Wands. So I actually feel like you're going to be being offered a lot of support the next like 2 to 3 months. A lot of, or I'd say at least one really close friend, very supportive, and also a female. This is separate from your buddy that's I feel like offering support, but this person's going to offer you encouragement, healing, empowerment, and just good energy to be around. So I'm curious if it's Amanda. What's that? Isn't that your name, Amanda? But anyway, yeah. So I think a lot of encouragement. You'll have at least one really good friend around you helping you out. So all in all, not that bad. Also, if you're looking for a new, or if you're getting back to work, I think work will go well. I was Amber and I haven't been speaking to each other. Okay, gotcha. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring it up. No. You're good. But it could be a new female. But whoever the female is, she's offering a lot of support and, like I said, it kind of encouragement, and kind of helps you along, like rebuild your self confidence. It feels like. So there you go, Lovey. If anyone else has a question, hit me with it. We'll do questions the last few minutes of class. Rose, would you like a reading? If you don't have a question, I could just pull for you. Just get like general messages for the day or for the week, however you want to. Or if you have a specific question, go ahead and hit me with it. Either way. I'm gonna get something to drink. Oh, please. You guys go ahead and type in your questions. Yay, awesome. Okay, so spirit angels and guides, just come through for the call me Rose. You get a general reading for the week. Call me Rose. General reading for the week. Okay, so there's a message coming through for you that if you need help, don't let pride get in the way. Five of Pentacles is very much having help available, but almost not wanting to ask for it. So I feel like the theme for you this week or going into the week is know that if you need help or if you need assistance, anything, that there's actually a wealth of it around you, but there could be apprehension as to asking for help. For reasons maybe you just don't want to. It's usually it's our ego. We don't want to feel like we're having someone else be what's the word I'm thinking of? Maybe putting it at not a disadvantage, but inconvenience by ourselves. But you have help, assistants around you, or people that want to be able to assist you in any way they can. So don't be afraid to ask and reach out for help when you need it, my dear. There you go. Five Flames. Good to see you. How are you? I can only see a little bit of the chat. Really? Huh. Hey, Ben, Lovey. Aw. Now that you said that Five Flames thing, I have an old bottle of Four Roses that I keep nearby. It's like just the bottle, but it was my old brother-in-law's who he passed away, and I keep that bottle next to me because we were like best friends. And all these numbers all these things with the Five Flames, Four Roses. Yes, sub up to Misfit, y'all. He is going to be doing content soon. I think he has a few shorts, but sub up to him. He's great. You're kind of pissed. What's up? You want a reading? You have a not a question, but a while back you pulled a fox card for me. Interesting. I ended up seeing one in the yard a few days later. Really interesting, yeah. Did you happen to look up the meaning of the fox? I was going to ride my bike, but the battery was dead, so I'm sitting inside with the battery on the charger right now. Aww. Well, I'm sure you won't have to wait too long, right? I'm driving home. Okay, be safe. Okay, I'm busy at work. Let me see. You see that look? Take her outside. We'll try to house picker. Oh, shush. Arf, arf. Farrah M. How are you, lovey? If you have a question, go ahead and type it in, because this is tarot class. Normally, actually, I do readings during tarot class, but yeah, go ahead. If you have one, just throw it at me right now. That's fine, babe. Fish Nerd. Oh, I haven't seen you in a little bit. Good to see you. Thanks for peeking in. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's amazing. I do hate asking for help. And at work, my main backup disappeared on us. Okay, it's just me taking the load. I had the guts to ask for Monster Harvesting. Thank you. You're welcome. Good job, though. Ask for help when you need it, for sure. Have you ever had mental block or bad day where you couldn't do readings? Yes, I have. Mike Hunt, welcome. Good to see you. But you guys start barking in the chat that it just happens. Lady V, how are you, Lady V? Well, welcome. Good to see you, love. Arf. What? Okay. Maybe half an hour. And I could be at the room, but it really was nice out earlier. Aw. Sorry. It'll get better, though. It was quite insightful at the time. Nice. It's interesting how, like, the world kind of always has these, like, signs or even just symbolism. This message is always waiting for us, it feels like to me. Good to see everyone. Good to see you, Fish Nerd. I'm glad that you came in here. It's been a hot minute. OMG, Five Flames. You don't want to go there with me. I've had so many like epic typos just this last week. Like, I think that they're gonna turn into like a life of their own, literally. That's how bad all of like my typos in real life. Like when I talk, I did a really bad one last night. I mean, words are hard. That's all I gotta say. Words are hard. Jiraiya clipped me last night when I was talking about the clumsy button. That was a hot mess. For sure. Hold on. Where did it go? Sorry, Farah. What does Adula want with me? Okay, let's see. Is this a love interest, by the way? Just curious. All right, straight guys, we spoke before. Farah M. How does A, or what does A want with Farah M? What does A want with Farah M? This is interesting. I get clarification on the street. If they're not, I just said if they're not a love interest, and then I pulled out oh crap, I didn't have my camera on. Sorry. There you go. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles, Strength, the Magician, and the Lovers, Farah M. So their intentions with you, I think, are to explore whether or not there is a connection. So yeah, I think that they do want to pursue it, but they're still very much, this is like kind of like getting to know each other territory. I think that there's this amount of energy that they do seem to gain from you, or when they're around you, that they really do enjoy. They could have issues though, kind of maybe prioritizing, like making time to kind of hang out with you or to get to know you. So keep that in mind. It's nothing like overtly negative though, or anything. If anything, I'd say this is a fairly positive thing. Big ol' love. Mike Hunt, I see your question. I'll start it. I think there's a few over here. I'll start that one. But in my defense, she probably might too. What? Okay, back to behaving now. I'm so confused. I had like a whole thing I obviously skipped, so I'm gonna try to catch myself up. Hopefully, at least, yeah. My typos have been epic. Not no joke lately. They really have took it on a life of their own. Tilly T, hello, welcome, love. And then we have Rose. Oh, she's saying hi, Rose. Hi, guys. How's everything going with you right now, Lady B? We need to catch up again. Hold on. Oh, yes, I'll just blame autocorrect half the time. That's the problem. Anyway, dang technology is so true. No, really? Really is. Where have you been hiding? Tilly T, where have you been hiding? They really are. They're taking on a life force of their own at this point. I'm being told to ask nicely for a reading. Of course. Do you have a certain question, or do you want me just to give you like a general reading for the week? Let me know, okay, Fishner? Type it in, Lady B. No, you're totally fine, Tilly. Good to see you, love. Okay, so let me come back up here. All right. Mike Hunt. Are they going to take the metal out of my hand? I'm going to use my cue cards for this one, actually. Are they going to take the metal? Yeah. Yes, more than likely, yeah. Mystic Enchantress, hello. General is fine. Okay, no major questions at this time. Okay, I got you, Lovey. I love this. I'm being told to ask for a reading nicely. All right, so straight agency, guys. Just do for Fish Nerd. Interesting. So there's really a message here of, so I don't know you're dating or if you have a wife. I don't know any of that situation. Okay, but I want to say what's coming through is this feeling of, or a message to say, don't let memories of the past that perhaps were bad memories, don't try not to let them affect your feelings and your actions towards someone right here, right now. This could be someone that perhaps is from the past that you're still with, or this could be different. This could be someone maybe that you're kind of now interested in or newly interested in. Either way, there is a message clearly to not let the past or past experiences affect what could be created and it is being created with someone in the now, right? So there you go, love. Ask the cards. Okay, you want me to just pull up? Bye, Tilly T. Have a good one, lovey. Thank you for popping in. Yes, I am. I promise. I promise. Lady V, I promise. Hold on. That wasn't your question, was it? Oh, yes, you guys. Sub up to Lady V. She's a lovey. She does some crazy stuff with nail art, too. She does like some really good stuff. I will take it. This works. I will take it for the latest drama at work. Interesting. Okay. Yep. Maddie's a lovey. Maddie's on it. Like seriously, he's turning into like mod, the best mod ever. But actually, I'd say three-way tie between him, Mel, and Misfit, but Maddie be on it. Okay. Mike, if it's metal, I'll take them off of you. With your tongue, you like it? So do you like the taste of metal or blood? I'm confused now, Tilly T. Explain yourself, would you? Oh, I'm sad. That was your question? Aw. You sure you don't want me to just pull it? Here, I'm just going to pull a message for you for today. You're very welcome. I'm like, oh no, it's a very shy. Oh, I love you. Like last night, I was like, no, Mel, you're doing fine. You're like, only because you guys broke the internet, though. If you guys would have broken StreamYard, I feel like everything would have been fine. Aw. Well, I'm glad to be on. So, Mel, you stay right there. I'm gonna do you next. Guys, messages for Lady V today. Lady V, Queen of Wands in reverse. Careful of your temper today, ma'am. Mel. Turn green, turn green. Not you, Mel. Five flames. He's waiting for a green light. He's waiting for that green light. Arf, arf. Okay. Mel. For Mel today. Mel. Be tempered to reverse. Try to be a little less rigid today. Go clappy clap more or something. This tempered to reverse is this kind of stiff energy, or kind of like opposital of kind of going with the flow or a more natural flowing vibe. So try not to be so uptight. Loosen up a little is your message today. Not too much though. I'm just here to hang. Okay, you just sit here and hang. Clap, 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 clap. Clappity, clap, clap, clap. Okay. I don't have much of that one, but I'll watch it. Okay. Good job. Good job. Any other takers? Come on. 5 flames. Did you already ask a question? Yeah, you want a card for today? Let's see what's going on. Judgment. So, 5 flames. This is really about having closure in issues that maybe have been kind of lingering around lately. It's time to kind of like dot those I's, cross the T's, and close the door on final issues or things that have been kind of lingering around that maybe haven't even been like completed. So today's the day to do such things. Also, judgment. It's also a time of second chances. So take that for what you will. Back to work behavioral. Hit the bell for notifications. Clumsy has a what? No, I filled in the blank for you. You're fine. Let's see. I'm thinking about closing. If you always close them, if you've been thinking about it, close them. That's a good indication to get some closure to about some things that have just kind of been flowing out there in the ether. All right, go ahead. You're up, Lovey. Again. All right, love. Let's see. What's going on with you today? Let's see. Okay, so the 9 of Swords in reverse and the King of Swords. So it feels like you're getting over some anxiety. Okay, so 9 of Swords, sometimes it's a card of nightmares or being really worried and having anxiety and or fears that are kind of, trickling over or taking over a little bit. However, when I see it in reverse, it feels like that feeling is starting to fade, which is good. The message here, though, I think is to communicate more directly, not aggressively, but directly, to get what you're trying to communicate across efficiently. Be direct, but do not, like I said, not rude or aggressive, but be direct in the way you are communicating in the next few days. So there you go, love. That's a really beautiful way to put that. She has an ever so slightly complicated relationship with time. Where is slamming the door emojis? I need one right now. Mel's like my emoji person. Mel, is there slamming the door emoji, Mel? I know that there's doors, but I don't know about slamming them. Jiraiya, let me know if you have a question or if you want me just to pull for you. Okay, babe? How is work going to be for Maddie today? Ten of Wands and the Knight of Cups. It starts off a little hectic or a little bit like there's a lot kind of to be done. That ends up way drastically better, so or improving. Can you do a general for me, please? Of course I can, all right? Go Hagen, you're welcome. Bye, Maddie. 4-hour drive home on breaks. Go out. Yay. No, you don't want them to go out. I'm hoping is that what you mean. Okay, so RA, let's see. General messages, baby. All right, so Spirit Angels and Guides. Let's go through for RA. Messages for RA. Okay. Anything else? So King of Wands in the reverse, the 10 of Pentacles, and then we have the 8 of Cups in reverse. So I almost feel like there's someone who's like kind of like out of their own mood a little bit. It could be you, but it kind of feels as though with the King of Wands in reverse, this could be like someone your age or older, someone established, maybe a boss, maybe an older brother, but someone that does feel like maybe they're a little bit more well-seasoned or well-versed, have a little bit more experience. However, they seem to be a little bit like hot off the handle. This could also be a spouse as well, okay, or love interest. But this person does seem like they're flying off the handle a little bit, or they're a little bit off kilter. And I think that their energy is kind of coming across aggressively because there's something going on either within their like personal relationships. It could also be business, but this feels like they're having more like personal issues. And it's really reflective of maybe having a hard time letting something or someone go, moving on from a situation, to move past it. However, the 10 of Pentacles comes through real strong to say, like, blessings are coming in all regards for you, in home, especially, and at work, because this is the card of inheritance. So know that you are looked after. It's also a card, too, of your ancestors. So know your ancestors are there. They're working with you, for you, etc. So things are going to drastically improve, especially in areas of, like I said, work, career, and home. So there you go, love. Richie, good to see you. Hey, Richie, guess what? We have, so Go Hagen, Richie, Go Hagen. These are my 2 Northern California peeps in here. Go Hagen, Richie's from out that way, too. Take Jiraiya, I'll take a card. Spirit Angels and Guides, please come through for Jiraiya. All right, let me read some. Okay. This is Jiraiya at this time. Seven of Wands. This is, of all of the cards of tarot, this is my absolutely favorite tarot card of all time. This is a card of the underdog. This is a card to keep pushing, keep going, even if you're exhausted, even if you're tired. This is like the final stretch. Keep going. You're gonna make it. It's like a whoo, whoo, whoo. It's like a cheering on. We're still cheering you on. Keep going. Keep pushing. Whatever you're working for or towards, just keep rolling. So, there you go, Levy. Okay. Mimsy said, is somebody sitting next to me on the couch? Thanks. You're welcome. So Spirit Angels and Guides, just come through. Is somebody sitting next to me on the couch? Me, actually physically sitting there, or spirit? Let's see. Let's see what comes through. Is there someone sitting next to me on the couch? Yes. And I think it's a guide more than likely. Yeah, Temperance. It's a guide. If you're asking if it's a spirit, yeah, it's one of your guides. Any messages about my job? Let's take a look. All right, so Spirit Angels and Guides, please come through for Lady B. Spirit Angels and Guides, please come through for Lady B. Yes, the Hanged Man. So it feels like you're kind of stuck waiting on something that maybe is like left you in an uncomfortable position, or you're kind of not wanting to be doing what you're doing, or you're wanting to do something else or more. The message is to be patient because there's something that you're going to gain from the situation currently. So dig a love. Right, Sarah, say, Joe. Well, okay, good. All right, guys. So I think I'm going to end it here. Any final thoughts? Oops. So I will be Lord girl, you are so dead on. Good. I'm glad that resonated then. I think I probably will be going live, especially considering I freaking unless I gotta try to get hold of Misfit, see if he wants to do a lesson. Sorry, talk to myself, but I should be on live tonight at some point. You guys will see me up and about. But thank you for being here. Please make sure you do hit the like, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so on the way out. I know, me too, Five Flames. Get clumsy. We'll send you a PayPal later. Hey, cool, I'll take it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, look at you guys sending me all these tulips. Throw them my way. Yes, I'll take them. I appreciate them. Thanks for the company, Clumsy Mom. Yes, of course. They call me Rose. Come back, please. Well, come back. But thank you, really though. Do come back. I appreciate you being here. And I am live every night, but it's in the I keep ungodly hours. So having said that, I'll be back at midnight. And I will see you guys later.